Okay, we already talked about Opposite, Detroit, Sage Knight, and many others. If you watched that, let's proceed from where we left. But if you did not, don't worry. Hapa ni entertainment tunahitaji, sio content.
Hatuhitaji mvua, tunahitaji maji.
So without further ado, let's head straight to Embakasi and talk about Antidote. She was launched back in 2021 and her main theme for the most part was a bright red color, the basic uniform face card, normal Isuzu headlights, Mercedes type grille and basic side mirrors. The side view had nothing bigger than the perfectly executed graffiti showing various celebrities, and the interior was nice, carrying an acceptable amount of screens, maintaining the red theme, heavy music and some few portraits. Things changed when she finally realized her worth and went for a recall, giving rise to a whole new vehicle, Shaolin. She picked up a completely new theme on this one, and you'll have to excuse my color blindidity because I don't know what color this is. On the front, she had totally new headlights, fabricated LED lights for the lighthouse, and a machete, since she was actually the first vehicle to ever perfect the art of self-defense. The side profile had graffitis portraying scenes straight from DJ Afro clip and an incredible lighthouse. Nighttime was party time. On the back, she had a huge Bruce Lee portrait, new taillights, and a new design on the spoiler and bumper. The interior also did not miss this version upgrade, getting more comfortable seats, colorful LEDs, and improved theme. Once upon a time, there was a Super Metro with big dreams. Unlike many of its class, he had yellowish tinted headlights, modified front grille, and just like your girlfriend, a modified forehead. He traded for quite a while as a basic Jav, and in August 2023, he finally decided to find a new identity, X-rated. Here, he maintained the headlights but brought in a new face card, new grille, new side mirrors, LED lighthouse, and the biggest of all, a whole new yellow-black theme. The side profile witnessed these changes too, with a vibrant yellow theme and an eye-catching graffiti, while the rear had fancy new taillights and a top spoiler. At this point, he was clearly a high-ranking member of the uniform family, but no. He had to take it a step further, ushering in another version of X-rated. And this time, he definitely did his homework on the face card. The front had new headlights, LED spotlights, and a new lighthouse sequence. He managed to get completely unrecognizable, while at the same time remaining exactly the same. Oh look, just like your high school grades. The side profile, for example, maintained the X-rated theme with very minimal tweaks, while the back brought in new rear lights and a modified spoiler. The interior also came with new brownish theme and more screens. Due to his dedication to get better and the journey he has made to get there, he makes the list. Next on my list is Bomaye, representing Umoja. I got you, Pamela. He was launched back in 2023, and believe me when I say, this is one of the vehicles that was bigger than its class. Think of it like if MPs had brains in 2025. The front had a grille borrowed straight from Ford, pretty much normal Isuzu headlights, grey theme with Muhammad Ali's portrait, huge side mirrors, and of course, LED spotlights. The side profile had exterior TVs, so even your parents could stay entertained while walking along the roadside. And to add on that, he had one of the best lighthouses in matatu culture, with lights even under the vehicle. Even Saturn was getting entertained. There was Ali's portraits all over, and even a championship belt at the top. Guess what the rear portrait was? That's right, Ali's portrait, with customized taillights and over 4 strip lights installed in every direction. The interior was cool, with cooler LEDs, and to cut the long story short, it was just what you'd expect from a Tier 2 matatu, on steroids. In 2025, he became a totally new beast, maintaining the grey theme, but this time more classy. Flaunting customized Land Cruiser LC100 headlights, bar spotlights, bigger side mirrors, and cleverly customized bumper. The side profile majorly maintained the previous theme, just no exterior TVs this time. The rear view remained the same for the most part, with the new Ali portrait, bumper, and spoiler. And for the interior refurb, Professor Ure can walk you through.
Mkwaje? Naona idinga iko fiti.
Ndani ya Bomaye.
Simtuonyeshe basi mambo huku.
Gari ni mbaya hivi.
TV ziko ngapi?
Angalia kila
Cheki TV ziko ngapi?
Azihesabiki bwana.
Nani inches ngapi? Inches ngapi?
Angalia bro, size yake.
Naona mko na charging.
Charging ndio hizo.
Hadi vitambaa.
Gari ni velvet. Hapana finyo na
Mnasema muda yoni kinaona giza.
velvet. Na waangalie bei,
Angalia speaker ni gani bro?
Hebu hapo nyuma.
Acha na nyuma.
This is sophisticated, or at least she was known as that back in 2023, and she represented Ngong. She was a uniform matatu with a pink theme dishing out bad girl vibes, and I quote, I slay, I slay, I slay all day. It sounds like something a campus lady would say right after securing a mbabas, but I digress. The front had usual Isuzu headlights, normal mirrors, and a few added LEDs to bait your significant other. The side profile continued the bad girl graffiti theme, which did not go past the side windows. On the rear, she had customized bumper, fabricated spoiler, custom taillights blended with usual Isuzu taillights, custom back portrait, and nothing much, literally. It was until a few years later that she decided that kugongewa labda ni mayai, and in 2025, she went to a record that changed everything, picking a new identity, Mona Lisa. On the front, Mona Lisa had better headlights, a new face card, huge LED spotlights, a new grille, and most of all, a completely new theme. The side profile had better green LED lighthouse and haunted movie-inspired graffiti, while the rear had one of the most intimidating back portraits in matatu culture, while still maintaining most features from sophisticated. This is Ranch. It was one of the most highly pimped vehicles of its time, right next to Bomaye. The front profile had normal uniform headlights with colored LEDs, LED spotlights, and already customized mirrors. The side profile was complete with eye-catching themes, but at least they had an Xbox controller graffiti, hinting to us mortal humans what was to come next. His lighthouse was already on point, and by this time you could only imagine what changes he had in mind. On the rear view, she had a pig back portrait, customized lights, blended with normal Isuzu lights at the bottom, and a well-modified bumper. In the interior, she was one of the few matatus to have late transparent floors, and that was a big deal. In May 2025, he evolved into the gamer, proudly styling a new yellow-black theme with Xbox controller symbols all over. He had a totally new face card with new customized headlights, coupled up with LED spotlights and huge side mirrors. On the side profile, he maintained the yellow-black game theme with a beautiful lighthouse, while on the back, there was a seriously thought back portrait, but most features remained carried forward from the previous range. Let's be honest, while Ranch might have been a little too raggedy and over-modified, game came in cool and balanced, making it one of the coolest transitions in the game. Now, before I bore you and your cat to oblivion, allow me to pick my next coolest change, Shimoli. And yes, Boniface, I got you. The Shimoli we know right now was not the same one that existed back in 2023, no. Back then she had a pretty face, and that's for sure. Modified bumper, huge meshy grille, stock headlights, and pretty much normal Isuzu side mirrors. The side profile had numerous cartoon graffiti, which was carried forward to the rear portrait. In 2025, she's sharing headlights with Opposite, and even going as far as to use Axtros' main headlight as her fog light. The only time I saw that amount of disrespect was when Sonko's security slapped Sonko's daughter's husband. And yes, it makes sense, don't think about it too much. The front profile had bigger mirrors, bigger grille, huge Mercedes logo, and even better lighthouse than before. The side profile had new set of graffiti, only this time featuring celebrity. If this is a vehicle's version of a Heartbreak-inspired change, I'm totally with it. The rear profile had a remodeled spoiler, bumper, and definitely more classy rear lights. And most of all, a totally new back portrait. Leave a comment down below and tell me which other changes did you love. Also, thank you very much for making it to this point of the video, and I hope to see you on the next one.